Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vocal the Slug Cat, and we are back again with some brand new Big Toph. She went live yesterday. Big shout out to Tophia Archive. Looks like it's cut up to about 25 minutes, so this will be a relatively short one. Um, I know I was watching it on So Much God's channel, and it seemed like there was a lot of cutting in and out. I don't know if Tophia's Wi-Fi. She got that shelter Wi-Fi going, but then again, she's actually out and about during this live stream. So big shout out to Tophia Archive for just giving us the segments that are actually coherent. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into yesterday's stream, shall we?
Because I was losing bars, so I put it in airplane mode and it tends to work. Hopefully it works this time.
I guess that makes sense.
There's this
Sure.
content creator that I follow, that literally is leaving to live a private life because they're like, I realized I can't have a private life having social media. And I was like, I thought of something.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of influencers would be behind that. So what if all the influencers just created a business and just left social media? That was just my thought process, because I'm like, if we stop giving people something to watch, then people would be bored and realize that they screwed up, because I don't understand it. People don't even learn how to leave people alone.
Tophia, there's so many there's so many things wrong with this logic. Like, one, why would everybody mess up their bag? You know, most people aren't like you where they willingly just mess up their own money. Okay. Two, just because all of the big creators, I don't know, start a business and step away from social media, then there will be new creators. The small time creators, they'll blow up and fill those voids. It's not like everyone is going to just stop posting on social media. This is just the dumbest logic ever. And three, Tophia, social media is not the only form of entertainment. There's like a ton of other things people could do besides doom scrolling. Like, what what are you talking about? So just dumb. Okay.
And people shouldn't have to leave social media to have a private life. This is what celebrities ask for, is privacy, and they don't even get that. So what if people...
Okay, exactly. Even celebrities don't get privacy. So what makes you think that if you are a well-known influencer with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, you're just going to get privacy? Like, what makes you think that? It is part of the job, Tophia. If you didn't want if you want to maintain your privacy, you do a faceless channel. It's like very much a thing. What are we talking about?
People just stop giving people content and just make social media so boring to the point where everyone just like, social media is no more. Is that a great idea?
That is dumb as hell.
It is. I don't know.
And Tophia, that doesn't even make sense, because we know you're never going to actually go work. So like, what would you do? Because unlike the other big influencers, you don't have any money or capital to start a business. So like, I'm just not following the logic. Like, sure, you know, people like, I don't know, PewDiePie and hell, I forgot the guy's name. The African dude that like got famous for not even saying anything. He just does the little thing with his hands for like a dumb video. Yeah, they have money where they could just step away from social media easily. What are you gonna do if everyone jumps on board with this plan?
Not influencers and content creators, because what's the whole point, right? I'm not the only one that gets hit with the harassment
for the majority of people.
All of that stuff, the doxing. Why don't we just all collectively give nobody something to watch? That way.
And again, the majority of the bigger influencers are likable, so they probably don't deal with the harassment and bullying on a huge scale like you do. Goofy.
Bored on social media goes away. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It doesn't, but okay.
Right? Not me, of course, obviously, because I'm not going to be the only one doing it. And plus, I need the money. I got to make my bills somehow.
Like, exactly. Like, Oh my God. She can't stand on anything. Like you pitch this idea and you're like, oh, well, I wouldn't do it. I can't do that because I got to make my money. So like, why even say it? It's just so stupid, man. Oh my God.
I'm just saying TikTok ruined my whole life.
Wow. Oh my God. Toph actually had a revelation. Yes, TikTok has ruined your life. And I mean, it's not just TikTok. Like you played a hand in your own demise. It's not like just because you were making content, things just turned sour. Because there's a lot of people that are having great lives that are big social media influencers on TikTok. You're just a terrible person and you say terrible things. It's really that simple.
Not really. I don't know.
No, it did.
There's so much hypocritical people on this app. I can't even. So there's this one lady that
You're
is
one of them.
old as F. You're like in your 40s, coming at me about having filters on, saying the filter is fighting for its life, even though it doesn't show that I have a filter on. And you have so much filters that it looks like you are 30 years younger than what you really are. And you're telling me about filters while having filters on. Makes literally no sense. I am to the wit's end. I am to my point of flipping out because I'm so tired of hypocrisy. Here's one thing. Hold on. Let me just stand because what the heck? Sitting is not sufficing. I don't know what's going on. So, anyway.
That's right. Say your piece.
I posted me going to a free event last year that Al Hurricane was at.
Hey, I'm going to just stop you right there. Why are we talking about shit that happened last year? Who cares, man? Let it go. Move on.
RIP Al Hurricane Jr. But the comment sections are stupid people being like, making it seem like it's a free event. Do you know how much free events that Albuquerque puts on? They put on so much free events, it's crazy. And you don't got to pay for them. And it's pretty cool because Summerfest is coming up in June, free. You don't got to pay for that. And some celebrities do come perform for Summerfest. I remember one year me and my brother saw Taylor Dane. We saw Sheila E. for free at Summerfest. I don't gotta pay for things. If I'm going somewhere, I am not paying. I'm going to a free event. Unless someone says, hey, you wanna go somewhere and then they offer to pay, then yes. But
oh my God. Oh, of course, the leech. The world's most fed leech. Like, just ridiculous, man. Come on.
That is so weird. People be so hypocritical. I can't even stand there.
Of course you can't stand.
What's going on? Can someone please tell me what's the 411? I'm just kidding. Anyways, like I said, it is so crazy. I know it's late. I'm gonna go live for a little bit. I wasn't even gonna go live. I was just gonna relax and watch some movies because I was watching. I watched Holes again because that's my comfort movie, Holes. Then I watched Inspector Gadget 1 and 2, and I watched The Crash. Oh my God, I watched The Crash, and that is crazy. So, have you guys seen that documentary?
Don't care.
Now I've been getting stuff about the documentary on my For You page because that's weird. I only searched up one thing. And I already knew from the whole telling of the story or telling of the documentary, I knew she was guilty. You cannot sit there, look these families in the face and be like, I was punching at 100 miles per hour and did not think once to hit the brake as we were about to crash into a wall. And you have your friend who's a whole content creator online defending you, saying, well, why would she want to take her own? Hello. It's called The Crash, and basically what it is about a crash.
I was like, I have no idea what the hell she's talking about, but I mean, okay, I don't know why we're sharing this on live, but sure, yeah.
Oh, we're back. It froze. So basically, it's about 3 teens that were in a car crash. 100 miles per hour, they hit a wall, and 2 of them passed away. One was on the football. I think they were both on the football team. But one was her boyfriend and the other one was a friend of theirs. And I guess what was argued was that she wanted to take her boyfriend by going 100 miles per hour into a wall. She is trying to fight her innocence. Her parents are trying to fight her innocence because their parents are her best friend. Basically saying that she didn't do it. They don't believe that her motive was that. And no, she portrayed online was what she wanted people to see, but in real life, that's not who she is. Basically, the arguments they had was not really true. I don't know, something about, she dressed up as dead. They dressed up as skeletons. I don't know. It's
Tophia, no, I don't care.
Oh, hold on.
Move on.
On Netflix called The Crash. If you have not seen it, I would advise you to go watch it. I don't have my music because my stuff is not charged.
Man, fuck
I
your
wasn't
music.
planning on going live for that long anyways. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time, and I don't know.
When aren't you?
And then you think of something and you're not. You love me. You have a picture. And I guess whose account came on my page, Ash Trevino. I'm like, what? Hold on, guys. Wait just a second. Okay.
Really, Toph? Oh, somebody talking to her. She can't, like, Tophia, you're literally like a cryptid. Like, you can't even like disengage from your phone for a few seconds to like actually communicate with someone that's trying to talk to you. I mean, granted, like, yeah, it's looks like it's getting kind of late, but I mean, hell, that's all the more reason to disengage from the phone, be aware of what's happening, you know, read the body language, make sure they ain't trying to do some shit. Nope, not Tophia. The live stream is the most important thing. My God.
There was something coming and I wanted to mute it. But anyways, so what I was talking about was the whole content creator, influencer thing. I think people should do it. Dumb. I really think we should give people nothing.
Tophia, you already backtracked on your whole plan and said that you wouldn't even do it. So shut the fuck up, man. Just stop.
And then that way they go, what do you do? I don't even know what I want to do anymore. Or I know something, but I'm not going to say it. But it's getting dark. Oh,
get a job.
I thought someone was screaming. And say, are you okay, sir? That's crazy. This is weird. This is like a coincidence. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. There's this person that I follow, right? And he does content, basically weight loss content. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, it's because I follow him. His live stream popped up on my For You page. And when I tell you that I was watching for a while, my name gets mentioned. And I'm like, bruh, what's going on? I just barely started watching this live for not even a few seconds. And I hear my name. And I'm like, this is so weird and random that I saw this live at this moment.
Tophia, like, oh my God. Okay, look, I know you're not that dumb. You're not. Again, you're just feigning ignorance to try and make yourself seem important. Like somehow that these people were just happen to be talking about you as you come in. No, you are a large creator on the platform. When you join the chat, they can see who is joining. Like, what are you talking about? Everyone can see who joins. It's just, oh my God. I can't talk. It's infuriating because she just wants to make herself seem important when she is like the furthest thing from.
And my name gets mentioned. Somebody is telepathy or something because, guess
shut up.
Well, no, I better not say anything. I better keep my mouth shut. Hopefully I get paid from TV soon. That's all I can say. There's nothing
we'll see.
I can really do because TikTok's going to say it doesn't violate guidelines.
Still hoping on that Temu check. You have been waiting on Temu to pay you for like over half a year at this point. It's just not going to happen. Just let that go.
So I want to see the Michael movie again. I also not want to be sad and upset and depressed. Help. Who do I talk to? What the heck? I'm not even doing anything. You cannot exclude me because I'm considered a freaking lolcow, which I don't even like that term. And then you think it's funny whenever I'm.
So just to preface, I don't think she got suspended right there, but she probably got restricted. And of course, after the 3 suspensions that she had earlier this week, she's playing it very safe. So as soon as she gets a restriction, she switches over to IG to continue live streaming. Tophia Archive made a note that so much guy is they're using so much guy's footage for the rest of this video. So big shout out to so much guy as well. And yeah, just had to throw that out there. Let's continue.
I'm miserable or something happens in my life and you think it's funny. Imagine.
I mean, it kind of is though.
Once I get my place, I could turn 100% completely evil. I could just target someone to the point where I could have them go through everything that I went through, I could say, I choose you, and have people have cameras on them, follow them everywhere, start banging on their doors. If I wanted to do something like that and be this evil menace, I could, but I'm not going to.
Tophia, the fact that you even said all of that just shows your actual, it just shows your true character. It's like the same thing when you when you say like an incredibly nasty insult or talk about someone's family member passing away, and then you're like, but I'm not going to say that. Like, dude, you're just because you're trying to go about it in a roundabout way. We know what you mean when you say shit like this. It's so stupid.
To somebody online that did it to me so they could learn to leave me alone, because maybe I feel like sometimes if some people got the same treatment that I got, they would stop. That's the only way people are going to learn, in my opinion. But I would never do something like that, and it's just so crazy. I don't have very many people to talk to. People have to understand that when I talk to somebody about something, it's because that's the only person I have, really. I don't have a lot of girlfriends to talk to about. I don't even have a relationship, but you relationship issues or about things
Here we
that
go.
I'm like, hey, can you give me some feedback? Can you tell me? Can you help me? And this.
Oh, well, you know what, Tophia, whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that you're socially inept? Whose fault is it at the big age of 31, you have no friends, you have no circle? That is on you, man. Because guess what? If you would have learned how to socialize like a normal person and stop being so scary, you would have made friends in middle school, high school. If you would have got a job, probably at least a few of the people throughout your life this past decade, you probably would have developed some good relationships with some of your coworkers that would continue to be your friends even outside of the workplace. But you decided to be a shut-in and dedicate all of your time on your phone and live streaming. So it's like, dude, I don't care. Oh fucking well, man. I don't know what to tell you. You ain't got no one to talk to? Well, look, go talk to Mama Chu and talk to your counselor. Shut the hell up.
Situation, I don't have people like that in real life. I don't have someone to be there and be like, yes, I did, but there's some things going on, and I'm not coming to the internet to bring that personal stuff on here. I have never talked about people in my personal life online, but it seems.
Tophia, come. Why are we lying? Why are we fucking lying right now? What do you mean you never talk about your personal life on social media? Dude, that is all you do. Between the ranting about, you know, talking shit about other influencers or other creators, everything else is just your personal life. We literally watched you get evicted in real time. Like, what are you talking about?
Seems like Reddit and all these people want to twist it somehow and make it seem so, because they're just mad. Anytime I have some sort of happiness, they're gonna be like, oh, well, we need to bring her down. Girl, she cannot be happy. We need to knock her down.
And like, see, that this is how I know Tophia be stalking the Reddit, because even if that was true, how would you know? You always say you don't care about the Reddit. You don't care what's going on in the Reddit. But well, how did you come to this conclusion? Because like, you get hate watchers, period. And not everybody's just on Reddit. I feel like Reddit is actually like low key kind of a niche thing, really. Because I think I'm in the Reddit. I'm in the Reddit to keep up with what's going on and catch any news I might have missed. But this, I swear, it's only like a few hundred people in there. It's not even like thousands and thousands of people. But anytime you go live, it doesn't matter if you got 300 viewers or 1,000 plus. The sentiment of the chat is the same across the board.
On a peg, and it just doesn't make sense, because to me, that is horrible. I've never met human beings that literally harass someone this much to the point where they go to sleep. It's normal. Are you okay? Are you good? Do you need help? Because what's wrong with you? And then you harass someone to the point where it's like, now we finally got her offline. I saw what that influencer said, and I get it. They want to live a private life. They don't want to be known. They don't want to be seen. But at the same time, this is why a lot of your faves left social media, because of stuff like this. And then you condone it, and then you don't condone it, and then you're hypocritical. Like, you're like flip-flop politics. And this is why nothing ever gets taken care of. Nothing ever gets done, because Republicans are pointing fingers at Democrats. We've got a shitty city that has all of these tents everywhere and all of these homeless people. this whole shitty city of just nothing but overran by homeless people on the side of the roads in tents because they don't have.
Tophia, you acting like you are not the homeless people. What are you talking about right now? Why are you talking about homeless people in what sounds like a derogatory manner, as if you are not one of them? Just crazy work, man. I swear.
Have proper housing because they're too busy fighting over whether or not the rich should be taxed, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, because rich people should be taxed. Why are we fighting over that? That should be a given. Why is it that middle class and poor people, or people that make some sort of slight income, have to pay more taxes than a rich person? It makes no sense to me. And then not only that, you had three people died mysteriously from an inhalation of some sort of chemical in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I live. 20 plus people injured from a hazmat situation. In a random area, they just inhaled some sort of chemical and...
Yeah, sounds like a meth house and things went wrong. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Passed away. And you mean to tell me that that's not suspicious? Let's be for real. Let's be serious. I don't even know how to function properly anymore. My brain is not normal. Oh my God, here we go. And I had to walk around saying I deserve to be here, but sometimes I really don't feel like that. And I'm trying to keep my mental together because my mom... I'm the only person.
Well, Tophia, I'm gonna stop you right there. You know why you struggle with feeling like you should be here? It's because deep down in your soul, you know you don't do shit. And I'm not even talking in the sense of just work. You're not a productive person in any capacity. Because like there's people that don't work, but they pour their time into, like, let's say, creative passions, whether that be music, art, crafts, woodworking, whatever. So yes, they might be struggling monetarily, but they still pour their hearts into doing something. You don't do shit. And then some people might say, oh, well, she pours her heart into social media. Does she? Are you sure about that? Because last time I checked, her content is hot garbage. It is the most low effort content you can possibly make on TikTok. And then like I said a few videos ago, it's like Tophia, she has a YouTube channel with over 5,000 subs. She could come to YouTube and, make a few videos, probably get remonetized very quickly because she's already has the sub count. But is she going to do that? No, because it would require actual editing, planning out, scripting, something. It would take effort. And she doesn't put in effort into anything in her life. Social media for her is not a passion. It's just another way to make money while being lazy. And we see it in all of the content that she supposedly creates.
Person my mom has. She has her brothers and her family, God forbid if something happened. I already picture what happened if I'm not here. I could already picture people saying she was so selfish that she left her mom by herself. Why should I even have to think about what people think? My mental is... I don't know how to process. Imagine beating someone down really to the point where you want them to just not be here. And then why celebrate that? And then you think that's cool.
Girl, the majority of people do not wish that on you. Okay. It's not that we don't want you to be here. We want you to do something with your life and stop trying to leech off of everybody else. It's like you have so much pride and ego and you look down on working a 9-to-5, something that virtually everyone does. And you just look down on it. And it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, because I understand the concepts. Like, you don't want to be trapped in the rat race, having to work 40, 50, 60 hours your entire life. Yeah, I can agree with that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you have to start somewhere. You have to build yourself up. You're not going to go from straight out of high school and just jump into owning a business or being a millionaire. That's not how it works. If you want to get yourself out of the rat race and not have to worry about your retirement, then yes, you bust your ass, work hard in your early years, stack up some fucking capital, start a business, start a website, do whatever you're going to do, start a YouTube channel. And you bust your ass until you can turn that, because essentially it'll start off as a side hustle. And then eventually, if the income gets to a certain point, you can make it full time. You're just trying to skip that entire part because it actually takes effort. Effort. That's the word of the day.
And then I'm supposed to sit here and say, I'm not going to harm myself, but I'm not going to lie and sit here and say that I have not had those thoughts. They don't just go away. My depression is horrible.
I don't believe you,
even tell
but
you guys
okay.
what recently happened, and my heart is ripped out. And
whatever recently happened, you don't need to tell us. That's like, you need to stop telling us shit to some degree. Cause like, dude, you tell us too much shit. You just said earlier, you don't tell us about your personal life. No, you do. That's like 70% of your content is just you complaining about things in your personal life. And then the other 30% is talking shit about other content creators.
I don't think I'll ever recover. And it's like I get
oh my God
down so much. How people tell me, well, I
Studchu broke her heart, boy.
I survived all of the harassment, the torment, the hate for like 8 years. Yes, I should be thankful I'm alive, but I have survivor's guilt. And last night I freaked out. I thought, oh, everything was good. I was making a homemade pizza, and then I freaked out, and I wanted to run outside because it felt like I was in the car, and it took me back there. And all I could picture was him breaking the glass and just seeing my brother dead, and how no one has remorse, and I'm just trying to function. And
Tophia, everyone, for the most part, I'll say like 90% of people had remorse when the incident happened. Dude, it's been well over a year. There's nothing wrong with grieving and taking time to bounce back, but like, you're just milking it at this point. Because again, by you milking it, you're living your best life. You've been living your best life since your brother passed away, essentially. You don't even got to worry about Marie being all down your neck, coughing in your streams and all this. Because obviously we know you don't care about reconnecting with your mom. You don't go to see her, and you're not doing anything to, you haven't even got the housing shit done. You've been saying you're working on your housing this entire year. It's still, the application is still not done. Or B, you could have been working this entire time to get you and your mom out of the shelter. So it's like, I don't want to hear none of this shit, man. I don't care.
I can't function because my brain is so messed up that I have people telling me, I got this long message from someone she was a nice lady. And I don't know, I'm worried because I know the outcome's not good. Someone insisted with me that what I was saying wasn't true, but she hasn't responded back, and she had a heart condition, and she did have a mild heart attack. And it was someone that I met at one of the shelters I was at, and she was a real nice lady, and she sent me this message saying, you went through a lot, you're strong. I think she passed away.
She's not.
But there's nobody, because she wasn't living with family to tell me or to confirm, but she hasn't responded, so I just assumed. I know I deserve to be here, but it's hard. My heart is just like ripped out.
Now, granted, look, like I said in the last video, y'all, she keeps saying my heart is ripped out. My heart has been crushed. Da 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 da. That has nothing to do with her missing her brother, and it has nothing to do with the fact she can't be with her mom. Sure as hell ain't got nothing to do with Tophiachu. This is all because she is missing Studchu. That is all this is. This is another cry for attention from the person she's interested in, and it's not being reciprocated. How do I know this? Because again, this whole week, it's been nothing but these heartbreak stories. Same shit she did the first time when we had the heartbreak arc a couple months ago. I think it was back in like January. Same cycle. She's posting nothing but heartbreak shit. I miss you stories and posts. And it's obvious that, you know, whatever little connection she thought she had with this person, it's just not working out the way she wanted it to. So honestly, I'm like disgusted at this point. I'm disgusted because there's so many other things that Tophia should realistically be worried about and focused on. And all she cares about is, like, as she said in the last stream, not dying alone. That's all she cares about. I feel like at this point, she's willing to take virtually anybody that is just nice to her. And that's probably part of the reason why she came out. But let's continue. Oh, here come the dry works.
I don't want to talk about it because it's painful.
Ain't even waterworks, so there ain't no tears coming out.
It's missing. My happiness was taken away from me. Nobody understands. No, and I wish there was someone to truly understand. I keep telling myself, but it sucks because people don't leave me alone. Even if I got a job, it's not gonna stop. And I told myself, you're just better off not being here. And then how do you tell people that? Because then they say, oh, whenever something happens with someone, you always like, you're just baiting people. You're just...
See, whenever something happens with someone, you start baiting people. Those were her words. So that basically just confirms my theory right there. Let's keep going.
No one knows because I just want to feel alright. I just want to be okay, but I can't. And I can't talk to anyone about it because it's so painful. And they wouldn't understand. And I can't come to the internet because it's unpersonal.
Duh.
And if I do that, it makes things worse.
Duh.
People think that I'm okay. My brother is dead. I can't bring him back. And all I wanted was to be loved. And nobody understands.
See, what did I say? Was I right or was I right? All of this bullshit, all these tears this past week, because Tophia has been crying virtually every time we've seen her for like the last week and a half or so. Ever since she stopped going to the gym with Studchu, here we are again in the same goddamn situation we were in back in January. She doesn't give a fuck about Marie. She doesn't care that her brother's gone. She keeps throwing that in our face as if it's supposed to keep pulling our heartstrings. Dude, that's over. I felt really bad for Tophia for like 3 months after her brother passed away. Even though I didn't like her brother, he was also despicable. But empathy, I can understand losing your sibling regardless of whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's still traumatic. It's going to be hurtful, especially in the way that it happened. But dude, we're what, a year and 2 months, probably going on almost 3 months now. I'm not even saying let it go, but like, you have to move on. And the reason you can't move on, like I said, I don't even, like, she's not crying about her brother. So what am I talking about? She's not crying about her brother. All she cares about is Studchu. All she cares about is someone being around her and being nice to her. And it's like, well, Tophia, you know, if you actually went and got your fucking life together and focused on yourself, maybe you would actually start to draw other people to you that you can click with and relate with, you know what I'm saying? But no, instead, I'm just going to do nothing, pout in the shelter, make thirst traps, and then cry on live. And somehow my life will get better. Okay.
Just how bad it is because me and my brother, we did everything together. And
bullshit.
Now I have to live without my brother. And it's all of these cruel jokes. You go and you have a good time. And these are free events. It's not like when I go, I'm really having a good time because in the back of my mind, I have to think I survived a carjacking, even though I really wished it was me. And everyone said it.
No, you don't.
The wrong sibling died. And then I believe it. And then it creeps in my... No one knows how badly I'm hurting because I have to keep it together. And then when something happens, and then my brain is all jacked up. Oh, you're just... What do I say? Oh, you're just upset because someone is not talking to you. And you're just doing it for attention. That part of your brain never goes away. It doesn't go away. And sometimes... I'm not at the point where I would harm.
Oh, well, so what does any of that have to do with the attachment issue? You know, I always read the comments, guys, and I know a lot of people have been saying some type of attachment issue. A lot of people speculate that Tophia has, and it's like, dude, I wouldn't be surprised based on her upbringing. And, you know, obviously she's been socially awkward essentially her entire life. So it wouldn't surprise me, but like, what does that have to do with the only time that you really seem to break down and cry the last 6 months or so is when your love interest or friend disappears. And it's like, dude, talk to your counselor about that. Go get real therapy. Let's unpack that shit, because like that needs to be addressed, because you're holding yourself back and basing your emotional state on someone else that is not reciprocating the same energy. Because like this isn't even like there was some romantic thing there. Like, no, this just seems like another platonic friend, and Tophia is escalating the relationship, and then the person falls back. They tried to come back around again and they fell back again because, again, Tophia keeps escalating.
Harm myself, but it's too much. And I'm not going to harm myself. Don't worry.
We know.
Then my mom's messaging me. Then my mom freaks out. It's just nobody really cares.
We don't. You're right.
My brother hasn't even been married. And it's been a whole freaking year.
And whose fault is that? Whose fucking fault is that, Tophia? Is that our fault? The fuck out of here. You've had an entire year to come up with $4,000. If you would have worked at any full-time job, you could have made about $30K. But you chose to sit on your ass for an entire year. So I don't care. Oh, fucking well. I'm sure his ashes have been spread by now. Like, you keep saying someone's holding them. I don't believe that shit. Because no one really fucks with y'all's family like that, or y'all wouldn't be living in a shelter.
All because it sucks. Hold on, guys. And thank you if you did start a GoFundMe for me. I don't think people would donate. My family, they gave me $300 at the funeral, which I bought pajamas. I bought my mom pajamas. I bought her slippers. I bought her things we needed because I didn't have any
Sure
clothes.
You did.
People seems to forget all my clothes went with the car.
Tophia, you're not going to convince me that all of the clothes that you ever owned were in the car when you have an entire goddamn storage. You're full of shit, man. Stop lying. Dude, can you imagine packing your entire wardrobe into a 4-door sedan with 2 other people also in the car? Stop bullshitting, bro. All your clothes were not in the car. I'm pretty sure at some point she said like, oh, I have clothes in storage, but I can't get to them. I'd have to dig them out. Fucking lazy ass.
All of my valuables, my Switch, my Chrome computer went, my tripod that I got on sale, which was a really nice tripod that everyone was promoting when it was on sale. My mom's iPhone that was given to her by my brother for Christmas.
Dude, this is all your fault, because why did you not reach out to the police department about the car and getting your belongings? This is all your fault. Everything that you are describing right now is on you. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to put it on Marie. She had just got shot in the fucking face and was recovering. So I'm not going to put it on her. This is all on you, Tophia.
All of these things were gone in the car. My brother's cell phone is gone. It's crazy. I had no pictures whatsoever of my brother in my phone because my brother didn't like for me to.
Oh my God.
Or didn't like to have pictures, I guess, of him on my phone. And so.
Word. Your brother didn't like having pictures of himself on your phone, or y'all taking pictures together, but y'all did everything together, right? That's what you said earlier. We did everything together. That's a weird ass dynamic so 2 people that do everything together. He don't want to take no pictures with you. I don't know.
That's basically what happened, and because of that, because he didn't like, I don't know, he took pictures with other people, but with me, it was different. I didn't have any pictures, and was.
Bruh. He took pictures with other people, but he didn't take any with you. It was different. That is insane. That, Tophia, that's not something I would have said online. I would have kept that to my fucking self. Like, that is literally crazy. Just wow. Like, dude, me and my sister, we have a large age gap between us. And dude, I have tons of photos with my sister, even though we're like a generation apart and are thinking on two completely different wavelengths. I have tons of photos with my sister. Like, what are you talking about?
What's crazy is I had to ask his friends for pictures because I didn't have no pictures. Somebody's getting it.
That's weird.
And it's so crazy because there's one picture.
Or honestly, maybe it's not weird because I do remember that clip of some guys pulling up next to Donald Jr. and they were asking if he was Tophia's brother, and he denied being your brother. So maybe it's not so fucking weird.
That was at my grandma's house of me and him side by side. And he's little. This was when he was in elementary school. I don't have, except when I was filming the cars at car shows. And I had one where he was recording the cars as they were leaving. Or I was recording the cars as they were leaving. And I got a glimpse of him. And that's all. Like, people really are cruel. They tell me things. They tell me, oh, what did they say? You asked for it. I asked for gun violence. That literally makes no sense. And it's not because the comments are getting to me. It sucks when you're going through something.
Oh, we know. It's not about the comments. It's about Studchu. We know. We've already deduced that so far. You're good. Keep going.
And I'm not out here trying to make all these friends and have this whole large circle group of friends. That's why when something happens with somebody, I don't have nobody to lean on or to talk to, and it sucks. And then how do you want to tell people that, or how do you tell people that you're in that dark space of, oh, I don't want to harm myself, but these are the thoughts that I'm having, and then it doesn't turn into the thing that the last memory I have of my brother, and it sucks. I had to watch him die in front of me, and nobody cares. They just shit on me. They hate my guts. That's why it's so easy to leave. I wanted to run away. I did. Oh, what is it?
What? Girl, did you say you wanted to run away? What? Like, what are you, 5? Grow up. God damn. And you keep saying, like, no one cares that I saw my brother. Dude, everyone felt bad for you. You've probably gotten more support than you've ever gotten in the last 5 years for those like 3 months after that incident. You got so much support. You raised over $7,000, almost double what it would have cost to bury your brother. And that's not even including all of the Cash Apps, the PayPal donations. That's not including none of that. All the gifts on TikTok people were sending you when you did come back and started going live again. What are you talking about? The reason why people are shitting on you now is because we watched you for an entire year not do a goddamn thing to change the situation that led to your brother being deceased. Just stupid.
I don't want to say disability Olympics. You know what I mean? The oppression Olympics or whatever it's called. Who has it worse than who? And I can function. I didn't ask who can function at a job with PTSD. That's
there it is.
You. That's not me.
Of course.
I don't have very many friends to talk to. And when something happens, I'm having that catastrophized thought again. I'm catastrophe thinking, oh, I'm going to pass away alone. My mom's going to go and then I'm not going to have anybody. That's my thought process, is I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. I'm not going to have anybody. That's my thought process, and I'm trying to rethink that because I go to therapy, but some stuff happened, and it's like I was supposed to get up and be okay in a couple of days.
Some stuff happens. There's always some fucking stuff happening at the shelter, apparently. Tophia. Oh, my goodness. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore, honestly. It's ridiculous. The main thing that you are worried about is dying alone. I don't know exactly how old Marie is. I don't think she looks old, but I don't think she's that old where, like, you know, and dude, you're not old, Tophia. Like, you're in your early 30s. You have plenty of time to like find someone. I feel like you're just rushing it. And then every time someone comes in and then bounces out, like you're just having this nervous breakdown over nothing.
I'm being back to high school with my brother. She is holding on to my brother until we can bury him. I shouldn't have to apologize for it being a year because I don't got $4,000 to literally fork over to pay to bury my brother. When people,
Girl, you should apologize. And not to us. You should apologize to your mom for it being well over a year, still not burying her son. Because you've had all this time to get the money together and you squandered it, wasting your life away. You know, just, hey, my rent's free. I got my little shekels off of TikTok and I don't have to buy food for anyone besides myself. That's how you've been living the past year. So like, don't come to us crying because we don't care. You was right. We do not care.
people say, oh, you're going shopping, you're doing this. Okay, well, I guess I won't have any clothes. I guess I won't have any pajamas. I had no clothes whatsoever.
Girl, you didn't only buy just clothes and pajamas. You was out there buying $100 worth of Hello Kitty bullshit while homeless. You know, buying all this random bullshit off TikTok or a Temu while homeless. Getting a lingerie set while homeless. Tophia, like, come on, man. Just stop the cap, please.
Whatsoever. The only thing that I had was a shirt and some paper pants. Came from on my PayPal to the transactions of me getting paid for TikTok. Nowhere did any money that I spend ever came from GoFundMe because I did not have access to it. I don't know how many times I've...
Girl, we are past that. No, I don't even think anyone's even saying that anymore. The whole thing is you were still earning money from TikTok and you had all the donations, all this shit, and you were wasting it. You were blowing it because if you were smart, you would have been holding on to every goddamn dollar possible to get yourself back out of that shelter. But you didn't. And then not only did you waste the little bit of money that you do make from social media, you still, even at your lowest, past rock bottom, floating in the abyss, you are in the void. You still refuse to go work a 9-to-5 job to better your life. So no, there's no more sympathy to be had, Tophia. That is over with. I'm sorry. Well, really, I'm not. But like the sympathy is done. That's the reason why everyone is shitting on you. You've squandered yet another year of your life doing the exact same shit you was doing in the apartment. You have not changed at all.
I have to tell you, all I have to do is make one call to GoFundMe and have them fork over all the emails that proves they closed that GoFundMe because they couldn't get a hold of my brother's friend.
Do it.
10-minute video on me because I'm addressing you, asking you to leave me alone. You're a stalker. You literally are looking at my stories. I'm not even talking about you. And for some reason, you want people to talk about you. You want this drama. And it's so weird that everyone applauds her and defends her. Then she's a whole Trump supporter. So I guess you're hypocrites. So you defend pedophiles? It says follow back. You literally predator, but then it says follow
ridiculous.
Back. Then why didn't you block me? There's a block button for a reason. I don't know. Even just this whole talk. Now I'm starting. I already thought at the beginning. Good night, you guys are, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, get on back to the shelter before you miss curfew. God damn. Just, I'm sorry, guys. I was hoping this would be a more fun video, but like, just the things that she's saying and the where her priorities are at, I felt like I did come off with a much more serious tone than usual. So I do apologize. Hopefully y'all did manage to get at least a few laughs out of the commentary. But yeah, it's like, Tophia, you have been stuck in time. You are stagnant. I don't think I've ever seen anyone like this stagnant besides Chance or Cyrax, who literally has been locked in his attic for like 6-7 years. But yeah, like, dude, if you're not gonna do anything with your life, you don't get to come and bitch and moan and complain to us about woe is me and how your life should be better, how you can't process why aren't things getting better for me. Well, you're not taking any action. Zero effort. And with that, I'm gonna head up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, drop a like, let me know what you think about this past week with Toph. This whole relationship thing, she needs to just dead that. Focus on yourself, Tophia. Get your life together. If not for you, do it for Mama Chu. That's a bar. And y'all be safe, be kind to each other, and I'll see you all very soon.